everybody, and welcome to the Collectibles LLC video on how to ship vinyl records. I'm doing this record in hopes that I can help people understand the correct way to ship a record to someone. I ship all my records in mailers with 2 cardboard squares on each side. And before it even gets into the box, I put it in a plastic sleeve and I mail them out. I do a lot of online sales. I do not have a store currently at the moment. Been doing this for quite a while now, and I've learned from my father and a bunch of people over the years, and a lot of experience. So looking to share this, and I'll get right into it. First, I'll show you a finished product. So here's a mailer right here getting ready to go out today. This is there's one album in here. This is just for one album. So first you'll see the tape. You'll notice the tape. I put the tape, and I use one of these guns here to hold my tape gun. And what I do is I usually, I'll show you in a moment how I actually tape the boxes too. But I'm gonna say a lot, so get used to it. But anyway, and I also tape the edges. So I tape this, I tape the edge, and I tape the edge here. Some people actually tape all 4 edges, and that's not a problem. You could do that. I've never seen a reason in doing that. I've never had an issue with my vinyl mailers, except for maybe USPS bending one and damaging it. Sometimes you can't get away from people who, the guys who are the mailing companies, let's say UPS or USPS. I mean, I'm primarily, we're dealing with USPS media mail on this. 9 times out of 10, if it's a very expensive album, you might want to ship it priority or first class, insured and that kind of stuff. So anyway, so I always ship in these, I want to say 12.5 by 12.5 mailers. I think they're maybe 13 by 13, 12.5, 12.5, 12 by 12, whatever, something like that, somewhere in that area. And this is one that's ready to go out. It has the label on the other side. I'm just going to cover up the name for so we don't have to show their address to everybody. And I also put my labels in a plastic sleeve because I'm always worried about water damage, and that's one thing I'm going to go over with shipping records is water damage. So this one's ready to go out, and here's another record, new edition that's getting ready to go out. This is in a plastic sleeve, as you can see. You can also get plastic sleeves that have the little lip on them with a seal. Those are nice. I haven't run into any issues with these yet. I've been using these for a long time, and it seems that they always get there safely. So I haven't had any issues to change my clear plastic sleeves on my albums, but I ship every album and it's own individual plastic sleeve. So if I ship 10 albums in a box, they all get their own individual plastic sleeve. And this is what the plastic sleeve looks like without the album in it. Just a clear plastic sleeve with an opening on one side. And then, as you can see in the package right here, from this company, PCW, which is who I order mine from, which is a 2mm plastic sleeve. They come in a pack of 100. I forget what the price is. You have to look them online. I haven't bought them in a long time. I bought like 1,000 when I bought them last time. But this is what I use right here. Is these. There is the company if you want to order them. Very good pricing and very good quality. I've been using these for years and don't see any need to go elsewhere. Next thing is the cardboard 12 by 12 squares. There may be a little bit more than 12 by 12. I think they're actually 12 by 12 or 12 1/4 by 12 1/4, something like that. These are what you put on each side of your album for 2 reasons. For dexterity, so they don't bend the mailer. It helps out with that. Sometimes I'll use like old albums, like albums that are scratched up, so I'll throw the album into the album cover that it came in originally. If they're really beat up, I'll use those as these. to protect whatever album the person bought and ship it like that. But I use these a lot too, so most of the time I'm using these for shipping. So I'll put the record in between both of these, and then I'll put it in the mailer, which is next. So now we're gonna get into the mailer. Here's the mailer. White on one side, brown on the other. Some people like to ship the brown out. I always ship the white out. So basically, and I order usually those. I think they come in, I think it's 100 minimal or 50 minimal. I usually order 200 of those at a clip, sometimes more. So I don't have to order them all the time. And plus, you get a better rate, and I mean, I get free shipping. I order them right from eBay, and free shipping, and it's a great deal. It's minimal costs on what I'm selling these for. Anyway, so these are going inside here, and first I fold these two small lips over, and make sure that sits firmly. And this might seem like a long process, but I do this very quick when I'm shipping, so I'm just slowing down for you guys. Then I fold this second lip over like this, and then there's the two long ones. You want to make sure that you fold those over. When I fold this one over, actually, it takes that plastic flap from that clear plastic cover on the vinyl, and it folds it over. So it kind of keeps that sealed a little bit, you know, so the water, if it does get water on the mailer, it doesn't get into that plastic sleeve and onto the vinyl album. That's what we're trying to prevent here. So then everything is firm. There's no looseness. I like to make sure these corners are nice and tight when they're closed. And everything is nice and tight. Now we're ready to put tape on it. So what I do next is I hold it like this. Some people might have a desk. I like to sit on the couch in front of the TV. I watch the news sometimes as I'm doing my shipping, or maybe a favorite show or something. I work out of my home, so if you guys have a shop, more power to you. Great, I love it. I can't wait to get my own shop. Anyway, so here we go. I make sure that when I put the tape on, that it covers part of each side of this. I would say divide it in half. Get at least that one little piece on the other side here. Goes over. Then I turn it this way. I hold it with my hand like this against me. I pull the tape. I put the tape around here like this. And voila. There's the first, and that holds it together, right? That's the first step in taping the box and making sure it's secure and everything is, you know, there's no gaps in here. Sometimes you can't prevent those gaps, but you try to prevent them as much as you can on the corners of the mailers. And then what you'll do is you'll take a piece of tape, and you can be a perfectionist if you want. One thing I do sometimes is I'll put one piece of tape on each side. So I'll go like that, and I'll kind of center it, and I'll make sure it's on this, and that goes on this edge, and then a little bit gets onto the other side. So, because I like to have the tape here, here, and here, and that way I know it's not going to come off. And make sure that mailer stays closed during shipping, right? So that's very important there. Another thing you could do when you're taping the edges, sometimes I do this, where I'll put one piece of tape on this side, make sure I get all the way to the corner, and then I'll fold it over like this. And then if there's still this little area that doesn't have tape, I just take another piece of tape, and then I'll put that tape over to the corner's edge, and then I bring it down. So, and voila. Now if there's anything hanging off, like I got this little piece of plastic over here hanging off the edge, I might just throw something extra on there just to cover it up for peace of mind. Might just do something like that, you know. And then you can kind of like, you know, fudge that around the edge there. That covers that up just so for peace of mind, you know. And then now it's ready to put your label on. I'll show you the labels that I use in a second. And this is what I advise Some people are against these. Some people are all for these. The reason why I don't do the label printers and I just print out my paper, I cut them old school, and I put them inside of here is because, again, water damage. I'm always worried about water damage. I'm worried about something, because I worked in shipping for a long time. Even before I did this, I worked in shipping companies. I've been in retail forever. I've always had experience with labels getting marked up, scratched up, getting water damage, getting ruined. This seems to protect your label, and I like that a lot. I like the fact that it protects your label. Haven't had any issues with these yet. Sometimes if they get a little damage on the corner, I'll run tape over the edges to protect this from falling off. Because sometimes you go to put it on the box and it gets a little crinkled in one corner or whatnot. So, you know, you learn to put some clear tape over it sometimes and edges to protect that. So that's pretty much that. So now it's ready for the label. I'll put the label on. And this thing's ready to go out. Put that on there. And without showing you guys who it's shipping to, protect that person, right? Their privacy. There it is, ready to go out. See, tape down the middle, tape on the edge, tape on this edge. So, all right, my first YouTube video for the collectibles. I look forward to sharing a lot more things with you guys going forward. I am opening a store soon. We are on Instagram already, Facebook. It's a rather new company, only been around for a couple years. And I sell all kinds of really cool stuff, from comic book stuff, vinyl records, autographed vinyl, rock and roll, classics, jazz, hip-hop, tons of hip-hop, all genres of music, and then all kinds of vinyl, even old Victrola, you know, records, and, you know, anything really. I mean, 45s on up to the new stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, tapes, CDs, and so forth, all of it. So just subscribe if you could, like the video, dislike it, whatever. Hopefully it helps some people out. You know, if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys around. Bye-bye.